moment, but unfortunately they weren't able to find it. Now with the pulls coming through, he's going to be in a safer zone, so kind of getting away with one there with that big rotation of snaking to the bottom lane.
Yeah, finding a kill obviously really nice too. So the early going is still into the favor with last hits of Boom.
Skeeter, he's real low.
Gotta back out. Does have the salve getting transferred over and actually taking some self-damage there on Snaking. But the salve up, heads back into lane, everything hunky-dory. Wait, oh, dude, he's dropping it out. Okay, no, it's just to get the extra hit.
Yeah.
I thought it was to lower his base damage, so he could hit it twice, but he didn't do that.
All right, that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, he's 1-1-1 right now, which is kind of terrifying on Weaver because they're going to try and spear you every time after the Shikuchi. Right? They could just like boundless into spear, and it's such a long cooldown of 15 seconds. It's rather frightening.
Yeah, I guess that is something to watch for. But yeah, again, the really good last thing here from Yopaj in mid, facing off against 9. They will find themselves a kill. Skem ends up going down. So Tundra making the most of it already. 3-0 start in this laning stage. In spite of the last hits, and network being slightly in favor of them in terms of those couple of cores.
Get ourselves a little reconnect here from Skeeter, and yeah, I mean, all things looking good, but you know, game is still quite young. And game plan wise here, what are we really looking for here from Boom to get things going? We're gonna have ourselves an Invoker who, as you mentioned previously, he starts Quas Wex, so heavy on the rotations going into the earlier Urn, likely. Still could go Spirit Vessel if he wants to. Isn't necessarily married to the item in this game. Doesn't have to fully commit for it. But, you know, it's a Quas Wex Invoker. They tend to like it. And, I mean, he'll be your big playmaker alongside the Mars. And then it's sort of a question of just, like, when is Jug joining fights? How much are we pressuring early? Overall, their tempo can be quite swift. And the support of, you know, position 5 Alk, not great when teams are running at you. I wouldn't say you offer a whole lot. You know, as an island, but
careful. A little fairy fire, avalanche action. Yopaj goes down with the rotation coming over from Soxa, and Tim's also going to get tossed up in the air, dodges the boundless strike. Fine and dandy. So they get both water runes. That is such a cool move. Actually, I think one of them might have gotten stolen away or had to be picked up on the other side. Yeah,
Tim's a grab, but still, I mean, still shutting down that opponent in the mid lane, right? And 9 still, unfortunately, a little bit low, but, you know, despite going down there, Tim's consistent with the mischief, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Able to dodge out the concoction several times here as they're going to chuck another one on top of the FBZ.
Oh, God, that damage.
Yeah, and that's only with it at level 2 as well.
That is not anything to mess around with. But in the meantime, you do get the Urn completed on the Weaver. So another little bit of a slightly strange build for that position 1.
I've seen this a couple times lately. It reminds me of the Spectre Urn, right? You always go Urn Mask of Madness on Spectre because like you want to be involved in getting kills and just helps you with that damage.
Okay.
I think it's a great choice. And you think about when you used to play Weaver as a core, you'd always buy Aquila, right? Because you wanted that little bit of mana regen too, and then sometimes you just go Bassi. So it's an item that really fits the hero well.
Well, it's pretty neat.
Now you got to RNG your Aquila in the jungle. You know, got to go pull the lever a couple times on the slots and see what comes out.
Arcane ring, you know, something fun.
Yo,
there.
Skeeter?
Oh my God, sir, that is not where you're supposed to be. He just ends up being brought down. So they lose Skeeter behind the tier 1 tower.
He got boundless into spear. That's why. So.
But how do you get behind the tower, Trent?
Well, he got boundless into spear. You see.
Jackie taking a good chunk of damage there. Can't quite connect on the healing ward though. 3-3 wasn't able to take that one out, so Jug gets away for a moment.
This will come.
That phase space done. And Yopaj tossed back again. Though, like clockwork, these 2-minute marks, they keep rotating and finding the Invoker for the kill. Goes for the Invis. They have the Sentry Ward down. And that is enough for the finish. Dazzle goes down, but they did get 3-3.
I will say, though, the worst part is that the runes spawning down bottom, no one even there to covered, unfortunately, because of the fight in the bottom lane, and so 9 just winds up with a DD there too.
Right.
So of course Puck, much like any of the Spirit heroes, love those runes, especially the 6-minute rune, because you're hitting your ulti timings and you're ready to go. So when that coil is back up, you're expecting a rotation to the most valuable hero.
I mean, you kind of know where he's going to go, though, at this point, right? He's either going to kill the Invoker again or go FBZ, because I don't know if you can kill Jug, even. I'm not sure if it happens. Like, with spin away, he's just going to have Omni slash up, because he got that kill on the Viper without having to use Omni also.
Yeah, the risk is probably not worth it, going for the Jug, so.
Stacks there in the jungle.
Up top, though, Yopaj making himself known as they have the arena. They want to pressure this top tower. And this is something where you think about Wyvern, great. Position 5 Alchemist, really bad.
Yeah.
Trying to hold the tower by yourself. Like, I'm throwing in the ads. I'm going to threaten. You know, we're going to get some bugs on you. There will be damage. Please don't hit me.
Just leave me alone. Yeah, this glyph going to be used now by both teams. And that does mean a dead catapult. So they're able to hold it off. It's not a big commitment. And back towards mid, 9 goes on in for the finish onto Tim's. But Skem here, FBZ also in the area. If he's not careful, he's got that poison touch going. Oh, just barely off the mark with the spear. TP's out and will manage to make the escape.
That was one of the only angles he lives.
Yeah.
Because if he had went anywhere to the north, Yopaj was rotating down. So excellent play there.
Spin here from Jack. Does have the mana for the healing ward, keeping that separation. He has been taking a bit of a beating down here bottom, but still keeping that net worth up, just very close consistently to the Viper. As much as we talk about this team and the strength of Yopaj as an individual player, you know, FBZ and Jackie very capable of carrying a game for this team as well. We'll have to see if they can do it, because right now Tundra looking pretty good.
Just so consistent, like keeping that healing ward alive versus the Viper. It's pretty impressive.
And then he walked into the tiny.
Well, yeah. Versus the Viper, like I said, you know.
That's fair.
Speaking of this Viper, going for the Orchid, so another item. It's kind of like sometimes you'll see the Atos, but the Orchid just with the changes to the item build feels good on so many heroes now that a lot of people are opting for it. And of course, versus an Invoker, right? Like it's just like when you play versus Puck, you want to force bad itemization. You want to force some sort of a dispel. You don't want to give them a free game. And that's what this Orchid can help to do. And plus, it's versus Jug, so you're going to slow down anything that hero wants to. They all want Maelstrom, right? They don't want, like, Yasha into straight Manta.
That's true. Well, they also want this kill here, and I think they're going to get it. 3-3 goes down very quickly. So Yopaj getting online, getting those urn charges to start his game. He's going Witchblade afterwards. That could be very cool.
Yeah, that big old right click. But that is the fear, of course, if the Orchid comes out, right?
Yeah, true.
Have to watch out for that a little bit.
I mean, it's sort of a game of who catches who, in a way. But we'll see. 3-8 at just about this 10-minute mark. Zoxa gets jumped on. Omni slash jumps to the creep wave, and then able to back himself out.
All right, let's go. That was good.
That was very nice.
And I think there's a problem occurring right now for Boom. You look at that net worth chart. That Puck is getting away from the pack. About to crack 5K right now because 9, we're talking about like forcing itemization. How do they force defensive items on 9 this game? What is he afraid of? This guy's buying another null right now.
Yeah, there's not much. It's like even spears and things like that. I guess Tim's the Boundless Strike to open is the big thing he has to worry about.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to be perfect there. You have to set up for it.
A spear arena, right?
Yeah.
Same thing versus Puck. Like that's. I mean, it's FBZ. The guy's good. Don't get me wrong. So maybe he'll hit it. But it certainly won't be simple. Oh, the TP concoction again. It's coming in.
I mean, he's still going to lose the Viper there. Might actually lose Snaking, too, if he's not careful. No Omni Slash.
Yeah, thankfully they're out of spells.
Okay.
No cold snaps or anything left. Or, yeah. Well, the crew's coming, though.
Gotta be careful. Oh, just barely dodging away from that one.
Oh, his spin was just on TV.
Jackie gets it off the turn. Zoxa now in some trouble. Gets the cold snap. Has Urn on him as well, but doesn't want to get caught by the toss back. Good use of the movement around the side of it.
And 9 can't coil right now. Like he knows there's no spin right now, but what if the Mars just TPs, right? Then suddenly you're in trouble here too, but I will take your small camp. Farming enemy territory is taking away gold.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true. They're still getting farmed towards the mid lane now on 3-3. I mean, losing the Viper there definitely hurts, and we're seeing the problem with this hero, right? If you get caught out, I mean, even if he's almost underneath this tower, you can still just get absolutely bodied.
Dire's top tower
But
is under
no
attack.
tower's taken yet at the 11.5-minute mark, and Coil underneath tower, but Jackie's still fine. Goes on in, finds the stun. Bill does have his way out of here.
It's a slow burn.
Anymore, the spin. Jackie still looking okay. Goes for the avalanche underneath. The toss is there. Wait, no, the toss up. Will he be able to get out of there? Grave comes out. Jackie looking for the rundown. Goes back in for the fight. Omni slash gonna connect. Snaking goes in for the finish, but it's not there.
I swear, they're
And
just like,
Jackie lives.
like at what point does FBZ TP? Like, it took so long to finally get his attention. He's like, all right, fine. You need the mop and bucket. I'll come clean things up there.
Radiant's
So
top tower is
just
under
what you want on your Mars, honestly. Like, I mean, it's great when you have to set the tempo on the hero and you're getting your blinks and you're fighting off, but
9. Oh, tries to TP out. Boundless connects. Yopech has him. 9 in some trouble now behind enemy lines. Does have a lot of tools to try and play his way out of here. So I don't know if they're going to be able to find that run.
oh, he didn't go.
9? I don't know if he got tornadoed or what, but he is very dead. Might have had a chance to jaunt out. Didn't end up getting out of there, though.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
probably
tower
just good,
is
like
under
chain stun or
attack.
something. One would think, or was really trying to get past that tree line. That could have been part of it as well. But yeah, he did not make it. So well done there by Tims, especially when he's so low HP. I love the way how he didn't reveal after and get greedy at all. Just, you know, have confidence your allies are going to get it. And you don't get picked off by the puck and go for a trade rather than just the free kill. And again, we were worried about this hero getting away because you know, it is difficult. They need those boundless strikes to open up. And so getting one like that, absolutely huge for them. Slow down this puck. And what is our good friend Snaking up to here? Hitting some creeps. Does have 1 point in the Grievous Greed. Stopped at 2 on the acid spray.
Nice.
And thinking about some drums into perhaps the Boots of Bearing. Pretty good game for it, I will say.
Yeah, that would be neat. I think, you know, just amplifying that damage whenever they get the chance is pretty solid. Good movement speed stuff. Get away from the arena potentially.
2 hero smoke of Snaking and Soxa.
Okay.
Popping one off here and running in. Not the most usual support duo here. Tim's going to hop onto the camp, not going to pop the smoke because he's going to stop the farm. Will they get FBZ under tower when he is like 30 gold away from Blink?
I feel like this is a hard jump to make. I mean, yeah, 9's just coming in to clear the wave. They want to try and push the tower down a little bit.
Yeah, and Snaking was centering out of smoke too.
Okay.
So they did spot that, and he misses that obs. A pretty defensive observer here, spotting exactly where Soxa and Snaking are sitting. This could be real bad.
Monkey King, he spots him. Snaking, Soxa. Meanwhile, the puck getting chased down a little bit with the cold snap earn combo. If they wanted to, they can try and play it a little bit coy for the moment. I mean, Jug is off the map also. So they don't see anybody on Tundra right now.
Yeah, he's just spinning on the Ancients right now. Jug players, you know?
Yeah, he's trying to get towards that mill. He's got it actually, so yeah, going back for Manta next. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to instead take their fortunes up into the triangle.
But there it is. Smoking into the Viper Orchid. A little bit dangerous here.
They scan, they know he's there.
He's regenerating back up, bringing out salves and clarities. 3-3, I love this about players, right? When you're trying to stay on the map as much as possible, always just being aware of that with your couriers too, so. Now his team, they're pinging.
They're thinking about it.
Radiant's bottom
BZ.
The angles.
Oh my god, he didn't stand a chance. Snaking stun might end up taking himself out. Yeah, they gotta run away. But they did get that top tower, rather bottom tower.
Oh, he didn't TP. He
Omni.
thought he was good.
No, he's done.
Oh, Jackie, the greed. He thought they were all going to go mid and defend the tower.
I mean, yeah, that
Oh,
is the
that's so
benefit.
free.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was pretty sneaky by Tundra because they're like sort of giving up a lot of free pressure on this tower. Maybe they can rotate here in time. Like FBZ, he wants them to, right? He is Blink Arena.
Yeah.
He's like, please show up here. And just Blink the Spear. That's an easy kill.
That was like max range on that one too. Now TPing in the Viper.
Chain feed? Any chain feeders?
We'll see. They're bringing in the rest of them, so it looks like they're going to be okay for now. And Deso just completed on the Weaver too.
Some big item timings right now for Tundra, but boom, they're flexing. Looking good, rotating. I love that initial play too on 3-3. Find him in the tree, hop around, angle perfectly with the boundless into the invoker combos.
I mean, it is still very much like, you know, the net worth is looking good for Tundra, but you can see these things that, like, they don't really have if Boom is playing together, the team fight that they need at this point to deal with it.
And some of the mistakes that Boom have made too,
Yeah.
like with that, like Jackie just dying and stuff, like handing over a free kill on their most valuable hero, and they're still only like 2K up right now, so.
Likewise, though, the Blink Dagger about to be completed on the Tiny. Monkey King also going for Orchid on Tim's. If he can finish that off, I mean, that's another way that you can really punish this puck play.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The Monkey Kings being going for that these days. It's like ever since they took away the Basher, it's been a little bit more difficult, obviously, for the Sport Monkey Kings to itemize. But the Orchid, with all those changes, has proven to be an excellent choice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Finishing it off, and just about now has that Blink coming on out. We'll see if Tundra try and make a move with it. I mean, this could be a big moment for them. Again, you find like that big pick off, a toss back on the Invoker or something into an Alk stun, and suddenly like the game and the fight just looks so good.
Yeah.
For Tundra.
This game's like totally even right now, and it can go either way just because all of these huge items are flying out. But one thing that Boom have going for them is this vision. Inside the triangle, like they're sort of spotting out Skeeter, they know about his itemization, couriers are flying through, they're seeing this movement everyone's house setting up, so they're going to know that they're sort of conglomerating over here for some sort of a maneuver. But likewise, you know, a little bit of vision down bottom there for Tundra, so both teams in the know, I would say, about the general strategies. It's sort of just a who's willing to go first, and is that going to be an engagement or objective pressure?
Toss back onto the Dazzle to get the Grave off. No. Does have a cold snap on the Soxa, but they don't have another hero that can go in like that. The power of Tundra just being able to go for the big quick pickoff.
Yeah, that's a great observer right there. Is that he has? Do you see this? That ward. Look. He's named it Sentry Ward, and it says planted by Snakehead.
Yeah, like
he
that.
changed the name. That is so crafty, and it's a blue ward. Dude, that's illegal.
Wait, really?
Val admins.
Is that really?
Yeah, it's a blue-colored ward. He named Sentry Ward, and it's an Alps. Oh, this guy's above. Snake King's next level.
Next level. Listen, got to get a little shifty when you come down there.
Yeah. Dude, what is this?
That's so good. I love that. People know. I'm sure they know. Abba, toss. A lot of damage there. Out onto FBZ. Another hero. Guy Boom caught. Just off in the river taking a swim. Man.
He's sleeping with the fishes.
That's right. He is. Nailed it. Well, interesting. I mean, that's a ton of the map just like shut down and controlled now. The tier 1 tower mid, the only one that's left standing right now for Boom. And meanwhile, you know, Tundra, they've still got their mid, they've got bottom good to go. They're looking solid.
Man, they got an Alchemist hitting the jungle as well, so he's not willing to just stay down in the lower levels of the economy. He wants to pull himself up by his 4 pairs of boots, or you know, 4 bootstraps, I guess. You know.
No. Spin runaway action. Opaj over there as well.
Yeah, he's a little stalled out right now, right? Like the fights haven't been going their way. He's trying to initiate. It's basically Yopaj and Skem sort of like running around as a single unit. Not able to grow much. Also sitting on 0 earn charges. Real sad. That's...
Yeah, that one's a little bit tough. I mean, it's so weird because it felt like Boom were sort of making these like smoke plays, trying to find kills, and the last couple of minutes has very much just been static for them. We haven't seen those big rotations, and now they're going to go for it. So it hits daytime, and they're set to move out across the map. And imagine they're looking for mid. FBZ, gets the smoke.
Oh, wow, that
by
Orchid.
Skidder.
He actually got Orchided too.
Oh, man. Just not quick enough.
Man, 2-3's fast.
Now, also smoking into no vision. Up top, though, looking for a moment, seeing if they can find somebody. It is a stun on the Snake King. This is not the kill that they were hoping to get.
Yeah, I don't think you can Rosh with that. I mean, they might try it, but it seems a little bit dangerous to me, especially when they used Arena. So that's probably, unfortunately, not the path they're able to take.
Yeah, they don't really have much minus armor at this point either.
Yeah, I mean, they're keeping an eye on it, right? Because they're worried about Tundra doing it.
In the meantime, though, Tim's is currently top of the supports, and I think this is the Orchid coming out to him. Yo, is Tim's gonna save this game for him?
It's so good versus the puck. It's like Nine has this classic situation where like he doesn't want to itemize defensively at all because he's just so much he can get away with. But if he gets orchided, it's bad news.
3-3 there, and does have the tiny nearby for defense if things get a little bit spicy. BKB done on the Invoker. So these last couple of minutes, again, it hasn't looked great for Boom. It's been a slight lead for Tundra, but it does feel like Boom is going to hit a timing here with a couple of these items. We'll see if they can make use of it or not.
Yeah, I think there was an opportunity there if Tundra could have gotten just like a little bit more out of that mid-fight, they would have taken Roche, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't find that in the end, so they don't have that threat of the Aegis and bad engagements from to worry Boom. And so now Boom's just thinking, okay, well, we got ourselves a BKB and an Orchid, like let's go forth and try and find some kills. And you know, I've been talking about the puck not having to build defensively. Same thing for Skeeter, right? This is an Orchid versus Puck and Weaver who don't have dispels right now. And the big save is essentially just gets to be socks up blink tossing.
Yeah, whether in or out or just interrupting with an avalanche or something. Another smoke that will not end up bearing any fruit here. FBZ still one item away from finishing off his BKBs. And these illusions doing a good job as well. They scout out a bunch of stuff that was over there. Still keeping eyes on everything. And you can see Tim's is now trying to go on the hunt, seeing if he can find that puck, but everybody backs away. Tundra playing this absolutely perfectly. Old Sentry Ward, giving vision.
Just taking their time here. Well, if we do take our time, what happens this game? I don't think anyone like mega outscales. A lot of it will depend on like how the items match up. Like we're talking about like dispels and initiations and everything. There's an initiation.
How did that avalanche not hit him? Orchid, use, jump in. That was not how it was meant to be. Oh, that was a rough one. Oh my god. Oh my god, the coil of the fight, Yopaj! BKB, he's done! He does not have a way out of there. Tornado won't stop at the rundown coming. And Skinner with the double kill. Now Snake King does not get brought down by FBZ either. Just sort of a couple of combos of tragic mistakes, and Snake King will die. But afterwards, Jackie, he's going to get ran at. They got the avalanche.
Not again.
Mesa tries the Omni, not going to do it. Does have the grave, needs to get out of there, but there is nothing doing. TP is rather late, ends up dying nonetheless to 3-3. I don't know.
Was there no stun? Yeah, he got avalanche. He just TP'd too late. All right, Chad gave it an off game by a little bit. Maybe Steve was on CD. I didn't see. But that is pretty bad.
That is Tundra doing what they need to do. Yeah,
they have cracked open this game, and well, they got themselves a little Viper Acid. If the Alk's not there, you just have to live with that instead. Still quite fine. Taking this Roche with the help of the Deso. By the way, up to 8 stacks now.
Oh, yeah. Strong. And the BKB coming out didn't even need to go for the disassemble on the Dragon Lance. You can see this game has gotten blown wide open in the last couple of minutes, and that grab might just keep tilting into the favor of Tundra unless something happens to change it soon, because right now, Boom just have not come up with an answer. This is about as perfect as it can be for them. They find one stun. It's Saksa though. The rest of the team coming in, a good arena down. Do they have any more follow-up damage though? There's nothing. FBZ BKB gets graved, wants to walk away from this, but with the bug on him, all the vision in the world, he is gonna die. And Boom are just getting ran at. Skem gotta run, trying to go for a Sunstrike, healing ward down, it won't matter.
Oh, this could be a big coil.
Puck comes in, a good silence. Okay, maybe a chance for a turnaround there. Puck in trouble, going to die. Tims goes down to the triple kill from Skidder. So they do find one in return, at least on the side of Boom, but it's not what they were hoping for, I don't think.
Yeah, Kyan's not able to tank him up enough to save him through the Orchid, but the saddest part was missing out on some of those earned kills. Did finally get some though. Yopaj now has 2 charges, so that's actually huge. Like it sounds like kind of a bit of a meme, but at least now you can move and like make some decent initiations. Just really improves your fighting potential as it's all about the cold snap. And still struggling to get to that next item here, but we'll have his bots pretty soon. So a little bit back in the game now. It's still all 3 dire cores on the top of this chat right now.
Yeah, they're feeling quite good. And you know, as it gets to later and later stage, you do have some amount of like other things that you can build into, like the Aghanim Scepters potentially.
Whoa!
Toss. Oh, Skim, not where he wants to be. Couldn't grave. The Orchid came out, and they end up killing that Dazzle again. Didn't even get the D ward. Tundra firing on all cylinders right now.
They do have great initiation at this point. Like, just for those little pick-offs like that with a pretty low commitment overall. I mean, I guess except for Socks, that kind of throw the body in there.
Oh, yeah.
There's no force staff yet. Soon he's mega low
Radiant's middle
commitment.
tower is under attack.
Mid lane, pushing this in. Yopaj trying to stop it. The
Radiant's
blink is
middle
done
tower has fallen.
for the Alchemist. Meanwhile, they're trying to hunt 9 here a little bit, and they were, I mean, again, this is where you sort of feel the pain of not getting that D ward on the Dazzle, because they can't really come and invade that area that well.
Yeah, and this goes back to, oh, well, here he is. Okay, he's gonna lay himself right next to 9. There is a chance here.
Dyer's bottom
See if they can
tower
get him.
is under attack.
Nope, TPing out. They're fighting mid. That's where they want to go, at least, for the defense.
Unfortunately, they don't find it. This might force a smoke. That'd be a classic one, right? Yeah, y'all TV back, and then you didn't find anything, so you bring out a smoke, and you try and chase, and then it goes poorly, and GG. No smoke, though.
Oh, yeah, a little bit weird with Spear.
That's Aegis.
fine.
That's
Oh,
Aegis.
Toss away. They don't even get it. Dude. FBZ there, I think he shortened his blink a little bit. I think that's what happened. He went a little bit too far with it, and he blinked short, and he had to spear to the other tree instead. Unfortunate. Blink it. Oh no, the BKB! The BKB goes for 3-3. FBZ, it has been a rough one for the Mars, not able to find what he needs. The Yule, no, the Tornado!
Yeah.
At the same time, spinning away. Oh man, Boom has just not been able to put it together here. Double coil onto 2, silence, chase down, bumps onto both. The stun is there, all the armor's gone, and Jackie tries to turn and valiantly will Omni Slash, but I think the entire team of Tundra is gonna tank through that one happily. Snaky, he's not willing to let him go. Goes for the stun, round 2, maybe, Blink finds him, chase in, who needs tier 4 towers? Tundra coming into the base. They will finally get that kill there on the Snaky Goopaj.
Oh, they want it. They want it so bad.
Disarm, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Somebody is yelling, get back on Tundra. Sunstrike is not going to connect onto 9.
It's probably AUI in the next room. Hey, you guys doing?
Don't do this to me.
Relax.
But, I mean, 13k gold lead. They can do what they want at this point.
Yeah, it's starting to feel that way, that's for sure. And again, Tim's on the hunt here. Trying to find 9. And 9, putting some respect there, was did have the Yules queued up for a little bit. Then that fight was won. No, never mind.
Yeah,
Yules is boring.
I mean, going for the full, you know, the full big item is pretty nice. Get it, but I feel ya. 13k gold lead, 14 to 21. And next round of neutrals, out and ready to go. Time to party.
Alright, well, Boom fans, what are you going to do to win this game? That's the question. Definitely need some good chain stuns there from FBZ, but it can be done. Right, you got Mars, you got Arena, maybe a Shard perhaps would be a nice pickup. Currently wants the Refresher, you can't blame him, it's one of the best Refresher heroes in the game I would say right now, just because like how much you rely on the Arena and the BKB.
Oh yeah.
It's a huge jump up for the hero. But
yeah,
that's what they need.
I mean, it's going to take some time to get there, and you know, we're seeing other things. The Hex is the choice for the Invoker instead of going right into the Boots of Travel. But I mean, again, it's are you going to get that opportunity? And another Blink is not going to be able to connect with the stun. Instead, FBZ is found again. Avatos, punch, pummeled. Graves needs to get out of there. Can he fully escape? It looks like it for now. But still, that was BKB down for FBZ. And not that much used. Meanwhile, Snake King runs in. Silence is there. Will hit himself. Okay, Snake King went a little bit hard. In the meantime, Skinner on the low ground. A good chunk of damage there. Yopaj decides he wants to TP out. Will he get out in time? No! Skinner gets the kill. Skem being chased already with the Monkey King and the Invoker dead. Tundra, they're ready to run it again. Sock with a big ol' hit. The double kill on 9. And they will eventually lose that tiny, but buybacks abound. Tims is in trouble. This is going to be a dieback for him. just did not stand a chance. 16K gold lead. Tundra came to play on day one of this major.
Yeah, I actually think Snake King did that on purpose. I think he was literally running in with it charging, hoping to get silenced so that 9 could jump in after.
Okay.
Because I was looking at it, I was just like, oh man, he's going to silence him. And then 9 was just waiting.
Yeah.
And then he just hops it after. And yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes as the 5. Sometimes tanking the spells is the best thing you can do.
True. Come on up.
Otherwise, there's no one to tank for your jug while they just hit your towers.
Tier 3 tower going to fall here in just a moment. Maybe Jackie was going for a deny, but regardless, it's Octarine Core done. The silence is there, has the Manta. Okay, Dazzle Shard, that's a little bit of an addition.
Skeeter objective gaming.
Yeah, exactly. And Melee Rack's dead. Skim almost died right there just to that combo. Jeez.
That is true, though. We didn't talk about the shard. That is another huge reason why Dazzle's being picked so much right now. As you know, I say you don't have a stun. That is true. You know, that's why I dislike playing the hero. But now you get shard and you do get yourselves that hex. It's not the most reliable one, obviously, as it is like a projectile, but still very annoying to play versus. I'm sure we've all realized that at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you've got some form of like reactions to it, whether it's the Weaver or like getting out of there or like a phase shift or whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Getting it next towards the Wraith pack, it looks like for the Alchemist. And in the meantime, that Scotty completed does mean that we're in a sort of end game territory for Tundra. You take one more lane of racks and probably it's going to be a double into some pretty rough stuff.
Yeah, those are some big territories right now.
I'll smoke up. Roche, capable of respawning in a minute and a half. Boom. They're going to need to hope for some kind of wonky spell casting here from Tundra. As you can kind of just face roll the keyboard at this point, and it's going to look kind of okay. We'll see. Vision up on the high ground. FBZ, oh, they see this. They spot Saksa, ready to jump. Sneaking, oh no, they don't connect on the spear. FBZ not where he wants to be. They do have the cold snap combo running in with Jackie. Snaking is gonna go down here most likely if he fully commits to it. He will. While the backline, the jump comes out. A round of BKB used. Skitter is just absolutely destroying all of the rest of these heroes. He dies again. 9, it goes on the mega kill streak. FBZ trying to stop it, gets the blink away from the TP out, but Jackie spin TPs as well. 3 for 1, and it's going to be a 4th. They found him.
Yeah, they need the big fight, and they are not finding the big fight right now for Boom, clearly. And they're still hanging in there, though. Obviously, this is a group stage where the lowest teams will be getting eliminated here. We got quite a few teams getting knocked out in the groups here in Arlington. So every single match extremely important. And right now, you do have the tools. You know, I hate to say it, but you have hero displacement with the spear. Hero displacement, one of the best tools when it comes to high ground defense, particularly around your ancient, you know, towards your fountain. You never know. We can figure things out here, but it's a low chance.
It's a low chance, but maybe they can get it. Oh, he hit 25. Yeah, Coil pierces spell immunity. So Jug cannot even get away afterwards. And now just going straight for the tier 4 towers. They're saying, come buy back if you want us to not end the game. It is a little bit greedy, I'll say that. But with Jug dead for 70 and no buyback, I think that this is actually going to be enough for them. So the heroes respawning now from Boone. Do we get one last hurrah? Ready to jump in with the Mars Arena. Punk jumps into the fountain, finds FBZ. Arena down, spear onto 1. Will it be enough for the kill though? No, the puck is not going to drop in Tundra. They're just focusing the buildings. The GG is called. Tundra will take game number 1. Not bad.
Yeah, and certainly a dominant last half of the game there from Tundra. The game just constantly flowing in their direction after 20 minutes. But right up to that 20 minutes, it was open. There was certainly an opportunity here for Tundra. Both teams playing the fairly similarly.